are realizing this thing, but it's a conversation for another time, another video, something about life. I can really start doing life thoughts, bro, just for be able to reflect and see where my mindset was back then compared to where it will be when I reflected. Number one, the market pays you to be disciplined. From the time you look at the market like the for real, discipline's supposed to become the main aim. Like, you don't care what happens in between, because the trade was playing out the whole night and it just, hit SL. And yesterday's trade hit SL before the last one, but yeah. Welcome back to another video. Hope y'all doing great, man. We are in a trade. Ideally, I would like to enter this trade a little bit earlier, like around here. Hold on, let me switch to trading view so you guys can see better. Yeah, so I would like to enter this trade here, and or where is it? 18.020 something. Let me, yeah, I reduce risk as usual. Somewhere like here, I would like to buy this trade. I would like to place this around there. 18.024. But we're still in the trade, watching it, sent it out to the chat. I gotta apologize for thought you would have catch me there. You thought it would have gone an apology, but nah, it's just we style, I was going to say I was about to apologize for starting the video after I already placed a trade, but I doubt it gonna be any much value before I place a trade and coming and telling you all about stuff while I place a trade and telling you all about stuff after I place a trade and telling you all about stuff. I don't know if that gonna be, if anybody would like to see that, then maybe I would, what it's like before I come to the charts or before I start analyzing any market. Oh bro, just big shout out to y'all, bro. Fire the name, big shout out. So this trade was sent out to the private, how long ago? Yeah, 4 minutes ago. Playing this trade for mostly about 3 minutes. So because I entered till up here when I should have entered till here. I sent it out for them to enter at the right time, but sacrifices, man, sacrifices. I entered it on my personal before I enter it over here, but sacrifices, man. So it's kind of like a 1-to-1 trade, because that's the only thing I could identify. I don't want to aim to the sky and then it reverse on me and I hurt more than I'm happy. So best I be contented and then not contented, but stick to the strategy, bro. Remain disciplined. I saw a post in the free community. Somebody sent a post. I can read it. We got matter of fact, let me pull it up to show y'all, bro. We got 15 members in there. I'm so proud of it. Alright, so I pull up the Telegram regardless of the sticking. Take a little while, as you can tell. But the free community, bro, so freaking happy and proud to see Guyanese just taking an interest in their own future, learning the skills necessary. The guys being open, asking questions, just reaching out, very supportive and stuff like that. But this morning, someone sent Jamil, big up yourself if you're watching, bro, but he sent a real inspirational message this morning, and one thing that really struck me from it is, let me see, it said something about discipline. The market pays you to be disciplined. I was like, what? There's a way to look at this thing the market pays, number one, the market pays you to be disciplined. From the time you look at the market like the for real, discipline's supposed to become the main aim. You don't care what happens in between. You only want, alright, if you do really want to earn money from Forex, then that's the way you do it, through discipline. You don't have to be disciplined, but if you want money out of the Forex, and if you want to gamble, fine. But if you're serious about it and this way you want, then yeah, that's the way to look at the market. The market pays you to be disciplined. I done this thing for 5 years, bro. I never hear that. And you see this man now learn. He says he's demo trading for 6 or 8 months. Which part in the message it said? Some part in the message it said, I'm currently a demo trader for 8 months. Been learning from baby pips and stuff. So it's bro, come on, that's inspirational for new traders in the game. For a little while, persons having trouble with the psychology or whatever it is, even in business, to be honest. everything that could be applied in. Everything would pay you to be disciplined. Just find your strategy. Once it works for you, stick to it. Yeah, you might not even get paid physical cash at the beginning, but the lessons that you're learning, the information that you're gaining, the knowledge you're gaining, that's what gonna lead to you getting paid. So from day one, you're actually getting paid. It's just might not be cash from day one, but believe you me, it's gonna turn that way. Anyways, I'm watching this trade, looking nice, to be honest. If I get another opportunity to buy, then I will. But ideally, I would have wanted a buy a little bit more lower. The reason this price might not come down to the level where I want it at is, one, the opening is above here. So it already came back down. It shoot up this bit of price action here. We had this high from yesterday, which was directly to take profit, and we could say this is a low as well from yesterday, but today is low, right? So yesterday high, today low, today is high, today is low, and so today's high broke yesterday's high, which is cool. And so the importance of yesterday's high is now transferred to today's high. Great. The opening price was around this level anyway, like around that. Extend out in time and price did come back to there already. That's why I ain't too in favor of the whole going lower than there for a buy at 18,025, but anything is possible. Now price already manipulated today's low from the opening here, making this the new low for today. Right, so this low is irrelevant for right now. It's not it's completely irrelevant, but hey, irrelevant for the market movement. So this is the new low that I'm focused on for not being broken, which is why I might not want to see movement to the downside. If I do see movement to the downside, then the market might be choosing to come down. Right now though, I'm in this trade. I got into this trade like somewhere around here, and yesterday I didn't journal. Yeah, don't remind me I got journal, bro. But I ended up journaling at the end of the day, which was, I guess, cool, but I didn't get a before screenshot. So let me go ahead. Enter this trade around like 10.40, which is right here. A long position, 10.40. Stop loss. That would be a nice and tight stop, wouldn't it? But like I said, I want to allow these trades to run. I need to manage my risk to afford this much, you know, red. I can't just have a small red. And nothing is wrong with having a small red, don't get me wrong, because yo, they got people's strategies 1 to 10 and 1 to 9, and you best believe they're profitable. You best believe it's working just fine. So if that's your strategy, don't change it. Not because it's just what works for me and what works best with me. You know, me heart rate and this price and everything. Like I did telling so many guys in the chat room, which is a separate room from the beginners, which get like fired or something. The beginners start April 28th, by the way. I realizing this thing, but it's a conversation for another time, another video, something about life. I can really start doing life thoughts, bro, just for be able to reflect and see where my mindset was back then compared to where it will be when I reflect it. But somehow, like life, if you act surprised, like when you do something and there's a result of whatever your actions were, you know, if you act surprised, it's like life is gonna kind of feel like, oh shoots, you probably didn't deserve that because you're surprised. If you work hard for something and you know, or you not even work hard, but you work smart, or you put in the work for something and you know it's supposed to yield a certain result, then you know you're kind of expecting it to give you the result. But if you surprise, it's like you just find this, it just happened to you by chance or something, and more often than not, something not happening. That's just something I realized. So it's not at a surprise that a good set of Guyanese joining the groups, but I am grateful. There's one, I'm happy to see a lot of people taking interest in Forex and, you know, their future in general, because persons just reaching out sometimes for advice. Persons already in the game, they just want to, you know, have somebody to talk to or share the trades with and stuff. That's why we got the chat room, which is like other professional traders that been trading in Guyana for a while as well. But anybody could join. It's just that it's full of Guyanese currently. The happiness just coming from people just communicating, finding knowledge in the space, helping each other out, building the like a good bond for real. It's like people who we know each other becoming friends just like the Afipad, and that's real great, bro. Especially seeing this Guyanese too, because a couple months ago, a couple of years ago, you would have never been able to like engage in conversation with anybody, average Guyanese especially, with anything concerning Forex. I can't even tell me parents. Like, I tell me parents why, but they don't believe. They don't want to see your money is either I scamming or something on the computer. They don't know what it is, but they don't believe that it is Forex that they're making half of money, like legitimate money. And it's fine. As less people know, it's cool. Less people in the immediate circle, I know it's cool. But for the people who really want to take the interest, like, I have no problem helping them out. Giving them any bit of information for free, because they get a lot of fluff online. A lot of fluff. Got a lot of time, and it can be beneficial. More people in the space, like-minded thinkers. You could get into business, you could share business ideas, you could do so much more. But people need the freedom first. But hey, going to check in with you guys, because I don't know, it still get like 50 more pips or points or whatever to move. Even though it got pretty nice, we still gotta wait. So I don't know if it's going to hit there while I'm recording again, or whether this is gonna take some time and I'm gonna come back and fill you guys in. But regardless, you already know is the procedure. We don't move stop loss, we don't take partials, we don't none of that. Just from here to there, this point or that point. And yeah, we allow it to run. I mean, okay, so yesterday's video I said I don't notice trades going to my take profit and then coming to my stop loss, which was true. But something that I do notice is trades going close to my take profit, coming back close to my stop loss, and then going to my take profit, or even going close and then coming back close again and then going. And in situations like that, what I sometimes just be thinking is, what if I just keep the same mentality whereas I'm saying, okay, it's moving from this point to that point, and only when it reaches there is this trade over, right? But what if I open a trade, see it going close to me take profit, and then reversing, close that trade, reopen that same trade in the same direction with the same risk, because now my account would be larger, so my margin percentage would increase, open back the same trade in the same direction. If it goes to the take profit, fine. If it goes close again, cut it off again, because I would still be in profit. But then I was thinking, like, when would I note, like, when would I see that it's reacting close to my take profit and want to come back? Because I just telling myself it's not going to reverse just like that. It has to reverse at one of these, areas of interest, and my take profit is always at an area of interest, and my stop loss is always at an area of interest. So if it has no reason to reverse in the middle, I shouldn't too care about what happened in the middle, because cutting it short gonna affect my psychology later on. Seeing it going close and then start reacting a certain way, if I start cutting it short, every time I see it react in a certain way, I can cut it short. And sometimes it's just a little calm before the storm, or storm in my favor in this case. It's just might be a little pullback, might be a little consolidation, and then shoot straight to take profit. So yeah, been 2 small trades for the past 2 days though. Not really small, but not too big. Could have gotten this trade from low though. I was watching it. I was really watching. But regardless, we're still watching it, and I'm going to check back in with you guys a little later, because it looked like it might be doing some up and down stuff, which is in a sense a little bit better, especially for the private community. Like, meanwhile, people think I scalping, bro, and this kind of, I am glad, do not get me wrong, by no extent, not get me wrong by saying I would like these trades to last a little bit longer. I don't even think that's what I truly want. I just want the people, like everybody in the private community, to have enough time to get into the trade, profit off of it. I don't want to send out the trade now and 5 minutes later it's done. Maybe now 10-20 minutes later it start moving, or 10-20 minutes later we still in the trade, 10-20 minutes later we have a retracement, whatever the case is. But the risk remains the same, the take profit remains the same, this point to that point remains the same. The market pays you to be disciplined. So hey, I pinned the message, by the way. So yeah, that's word. But I'm gonna come back in with you, man. It already took a couple minutes at least. I mean, this recording is so long already of me talking. I can cut enough. Yeah, man, you can check back in with y'all in a minute. Alright, so just giving you guys an update, because I'm in a second trade, and I just wanted to tell y'all that I entered this trade and not just come back later either TP or stop loss and be like, oh, I entered another trade. I think earlier I was saying I wanted it a little bit lower, but I realized price might not come back down to the lower spot that I wanted it. But yeah, giving you guys that update, and I'll give you final or one more update once we either hit TP for the first trade, or I don't know, once I hit TP for the first trade, I can be looking at the second trade. It's the same amount of risk. I also brought my stop to here for the second trade, but for the first trade it's the same place. you know, treating it like a completely separate trade, even though it's the same trade idea. You know, both of them get separate parameters, separate take profit and everything. But I might take partials for the second trade once I hit take profit for the first one. This is not really something that I do, but as long as I am given the opportunity, I welcome doing it, because it doesn't deviate from what I do on a regular basis. It's just doing what I do twice, basically, in the same direction as well too. Sometimes I even trade in opposite direction, you know. Sometimes I might buy in the morning and sell in the afternoon if opportunity presents itself. I just work with the market, bro, you know. So wherever the market present to me, you know, only times I don't go into more than one trade in the same direction is if, you know, I don't see a clear opportunity to go in. But if I see it, check it. But yeah, I'm still communicating with the guys them in the chat, GTFX chat room, and I'm trying to see how best I could, you know, send content for the beginners group so that they could all get up to speed and at least start demo trading as soon as possible. But yeah, so for now, check back in with y'all in a couple. Alright, I'll be back a couple hours later, or about an hour or two. Am I gonna close? No. Actually, I took a break even trade now. Yeah, I asked me to take L before. Just now recorded it like. You can remember this top trade. Stop loss is right to the bottom. That is $20 something eh? That one stop loss is at 78, which is right here. So will it tag me out? Will it reverse? Is it one of them miracle moments in the market? It really ain't look so, but hey, I honestly believe I can take this low, just mingle a little bit wrong here, then go up. But hey, it is the price I just gotta pay. If it take the low and then give me an opportunity to go back long, then I'm going in. If it just go back up, not going in. If it just keep falling, then it's 2 little L, which is like 1 normal trade L. Cool with that and cool with that. It's a little iffy how this trade was in like major profit and then come down, but it was like 70% of the way there to T. And I look back in the history, right, and the point at where the price is reversing right now is a high on the 5 minute, but let's see here on the hourly, no, not a high. It's the height of this candle right here. I don't know if you can see though. Let me just zoom properly. Yeah, it's the height of this candle right there, but it's not a swing high. The swing high is where my take profit is at 18,194. So I am fully confident that it can go up there, but before it go up there, it might want to take out liquidity to the downside, which is, to be honest, fear. You know, it's been moving up and taking out so many old highs with this move that it step on right now. A little bit of liquidity to the downside is just fear. On the 15 minute, however, well, this isn't like a swing high. It's like a, I could say, intermediate high, like, or a high that touch a gap that's causing the price to react right now. Honestly, I don't think that this is enough like liquidity or anything on the upside to cause this price to just fall and fall and fall and fall, but like, just keep the eyes on it, because you never know. So that's like this exact 15-minute candle right there, the same liquidity one right now. So we're watching it. So on the 5 is like a high, so you know what's happening when price take over highs. On one side it is look for go to highs in the other direction. On the 5 minute, this bearish movement kind of valid, I ain't gonna lie to you. It did take old highs, well, not old highs, but it took a high, it made a relatively equal high with the older high. Sorry, it will be the direction since this thing is mirrored. So the older high that I just showed you and this high right here is now a double top. So likely it would want to come under here just for strength to then break the double top that they created. I'm not sure if it might want to come till here, but that's also possible. I am just watching this play out. It's like interesting to see how it can play out, and depending on how this one play out, I would know what to do in the future. Not too much of a loss, but I had to take them something. At some point in time, I had to take losses, bro. You just don't get all 100% trading. Just don't happen. Let me see. This was like, I was talking about this early in the video, like sometimes trades do go close to my take profit and come back down to my entry. For the first trade, this is what that is. For the second trade, this is very close to stop loss, because this is not the ideal spot where I wanted to enter the trade. I just saw an opportunity, thought that it would be pushing more up to the upside before I had a retracement. That's why I gotta enter. But it's either the risk is too small, because I really don't want to extend the risk for this trade. Just if you If it is a loss, that's fine. Yeah, the loss is gonna be even less than I made yesterday, so you know, benefit. Gonna update you guys in the future though, as long as either SL get hit or we reverse or whatever. Like literally a minute later, I came over to check and see if I was tagged out to the trade, but I was not. I gave it just a little bit more room than this exact low, but on here it's saying I was tagged out to the trade, which I would either need to adjust this or close the trade manually. Now this comes a point that I have probably never found myself in before or documented myself in. Do I extend my stop to match where it actually is? Like here, it's at 18078.50. 18078.5 is like more dear. So now look at the distance this thing was, bro. Let me catch the 1 minute here. Like right where my stop is right now, where my cursor is where my stop is. Like I kid you not. That's half a pip. Yeah, 78.26 is where it like touched. It's possible that I see this price keep shooting going up to the upside. Possible that it just keeps pushing to the downside, because like I said, it's valid movement to the downside. I was taken, the low that was formed before that I was taken is broken, and there are fair value gaps, not just one. So will price come here and react and then keep pushing to the downside, or will it like shoot up and not respect these fair value gaps? One thing I said in previous videos is price loves to repeat itself. So like for example, when it make double top, it's at some point going to make a double bottom at the bottom, and what I'm realizing is this low here and this low that was just farmed is kind of a double bottom, relatively equal low. So it's double bottom, and even though it took the most recent low, sometimes, I'm not saying all the times, but sometimes price likes to take the most recently long term, if that makes sense. Yeah, the most recently old low. So this would be that low, because this would be the most recent low, but it's not the most recent low. It's like the oldest recent low, or most whatever, however that makes sense to y'all, bro. That's what price likes to take when it creates a double top at the top from an old low and the new, from an old high and the new high. So that's sometime it does that. I'm not saying that's what it's gonna do this time, but I'm watching it. Obviously I adjusted this to match what my trade was saying, but I am watching this thing. This is a pretty large bear volume. Yeah, this is pretty large bearish volume right here, and this is pretty large bullish volume right here, soon after this high got taken, this low got taken. So let's see. I'm still, remember, I'm not closing these trades early. I am leaving everything to either hit stop loss or take profit. So it didn't hit stop loss, okay, didn't hit take profit for sure. Sometimes we have these crazy pullbacks and then a crazy move after. Sometimes it's a cruel reversal, you know, complete opposite to the direction it's been going the entire day. So I'm gonna check back in with y'all periodically. I really don't like watching these charts. I'm calm now, I could watch it, but I really don't like watching. It's like setting and forgetting, man. Whatever happens, and that's the rules that I'm following. So I'll check in with you guys in a couple minutes, hopefully. I know this time I can't say a thing get touch. For sure it get touch. Alright, I got one trade left. So far, what was that loss? $38.69. That's cool. That's cool with me. This one here at $11 so far. Let's see what's going on. Hey, I don't feel nowhere nearly as bad as I used to feel starting off, not knowing why I'm losing. At least now I understand. Alright, created a double top. Price likes to go for liquidity when it creates a double top. This double top only exists on the 5 minute, so I wouldn't expect it to go for 15-minute liquidity, but hey, it happened. This is Forex, my guy. Would it be better if I only had one trade running? Yep, 100 times better. But small loss, like really small loss. We in this, how much is $60 in this account? 1%, that was 0.5%. That's cool. So it's possible that we see price shoot up. It's possible that I re-enter. It's also possible that this one trade make up for that $38 and also profit. So I think like where it was up here, it's around $38, and again another like 50 pips beyond, or 40 something pips. beyond the top of where it just went. So let me see what's going on. Still holding this, bro. I ain't closing nothing early. I gotta update the chat. Well, the first trade is the only trade I sent out to the VIP. I did let them know that I opened a second position, but I told them that it's not like a signal or anything like that. I'm just being transparent. But the chat room, however, I gotta let them know that I lost the second position because I did tell them that I was going in a second. So let me see how this. Just wanted to update y'all on this this top trade closing out. We'll come back in as usual. Update y'all. You already know. Welcome back to another video, and actually it's not another video. It's just the continuation of yesterday's video because the trade was playing out the whole night and it just hit SL. And yesterday's trade hit SL before the last one, but yeah, I said I was gonna hold this trade, so I did. And yeah, we currently at 6,200 on the account, so not bad. The risk was managed. It's like $60 loss or something. Yeah, we're still looking at the market too. It looked very bearish. Not gonna fight that. I have zone marked up here, a beginning of fair value gap, and here is where GPL went and gave us blackout. Cut me off in the middle of the video, but regardless, this is the end of the trading day the next morning, and I'll upload the video for the next trade I took. It's supposed to be tomorrow or the other day. Yeah, every 2 days is apparently my upload schedule. Yeah, I'll try to be consistent with it. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this far. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.